How do planes fly? Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is general aviation information. The shortest and easiest way to sum up how planes fly is using AAM, which is arrogance, audacity, and magic. It's a Saturday and I have jokes, but NASA has a great kids graphic that helps explain how planes fly. The first section of this kids graphic from NASA is what is air. So air is a physical substance and it has weight and its molecules are constantly moving. Air pressure is created by the molecules moving around, and moving air creates a force that will lift things. Next is lift. So the wings of an airplane are shaped the way that they are shaped to make the air move faster over the top of the wing. Where the air is moving faster, the pressure decreases. So that would mean that the pressure would decrease on top of the wings. The pressure on the top of the wing, which would be here, so this shape right here is the wing. The pressure on the top of the wing would be less than the pressure underneath the wing. And that difference in pressure creates the force that is lift, and it lifts the wings up into the air. In 1665, our good buddy, Sir Isaac Newton, who had absolutely amazing hair, proposed 3 laws of motion. These 3 laws of motion help explain how a plane flies. So if an object is not moving, it's not going to start moving all on its own. If an object is moving, it will not stop or change directions unless something else pushes it. Objects will move faster and farther if they are pushed harder. So imagine on a swing, you can push somebody really lightly and they will swing with ease. And then if you really give them a nice solid push, they're going to go faster and farther. And when an object is pushed in one direction, there is always resistance that is equal in size in the opposite direction. There's also this cool little graphic at the bottom that helps explain the 4 forces of flight. So we're going to use my hand to be the airplane and demonstrate them. My tips of my fingers would be the nose of the plane in this situation. So lift is the force upward, drag is the force backward, weight is the force downward, and thrust is the force forward. So how is a plane controlled? We're going to use my hand plane again. So this is the nose, and we would assume it would be going forward this way. So the first aspect of controlling the flight of a plane is roll. So I'm going to demonstrate that with my hand. So if the plane is flying this way and you've got a wing here and a wing on this side, this is roll. So the way that roll is created, if these are wings, if you've ever flown, you may have seen these little flappy things on the wings, and they're called ailerons. So to create roll, you would lower one side and raise the other. Those flappy things, the ailerons, those are part of the magic that I mentioned in the first part. Here's a non-hand plane demonstration of it. So here on this side, you can see that this one is lifted, and on this side it's down. Here's another view. So you can see this aileron is up, this one is down, and the plane is rolling. The next aspect of controlling flight is yaw. And yaw is really a word. I still think that word is hilarious. So yaw is controlled by the rudder. The rudder is on the tail of the plane. The rudder is controlled in the cockpit with foot pedals, and so pressing on the right rudder pedal moves the rudder to the right, and pressing on the left rudder pedal moves the rudder to the left. I'm going to use my hand plane again, but we're going to have it facing forward towards you. So this would be the nose, and this is an example of yaw. So the last aspect is pitch. So I'm going to use my hand plane again. So this is pitch. So pitching up, pitching down. Pitch is controlled by the elevators, and the elevators are also located on the tail where the rudder is located. So the rudder is here, and these are the elevators. The elevators are controlled by the pilot, and lowering the elevators will make the nose of the plane go down. Raising the elevators will make the nose of the plane go up. So up and down. I hope that was helpful, although there are lots of resources online that help explain how planes fly and how flight is controlled. I think that NASA's graphic for children is probably one of the best ones out there because it explains it in simple terms that a child can understand, and it also has really cool graphics.